Alright, so welcome back, guys. If it's your first time here, I'm Vision here, born here, guys, in our video. Today we got some big news regarding the Power Rangers reboot series. Now, Power Rangers Don't You Instant, don't forget to hit subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon, this more Power Rangers content from me, moving forward. Now, let's begin. Now, I'll just rip the band-aid right off, and it is being reported that the Power Rangers reboot series that was gonna be distributed on Disney Plus is officially canceled. So, this news dropped last night. At first, wasn't expecting it. When I first saw it, I thought, this is probably just BS, clickbait stuff. So I ignored it. Then I saw it come up more and more today. And yeah, it's officially dead. And, this is disappointing. I actually was thinking, because as the time of this recording this, I was expecting maybe something to come out at D23 tonight. They always announce their big upcoming shows and movies. I thought we'd have this big reveal tonight for the PR reboot series. And, of course, now we're not, which is disappointing. So, that stinks. I was really hoping for this. I'm eating crow. I've stayed cautiously optimistic about this. I was hopeful, but I also know from the Jonathan and Wessel situation that, yeah, we might not have gotten this, and we are not getting it. It's disappointing. I have to admit. We've gone now, 3 years, I think, without PR content. It definitely stinks, and, I wish we were getting something new, but we're not. So yeah, it's dead. Or at least a reboot. I know people are saying the Power Rangers is dead, but we still got the comics and figures, so in my opinion, it's not dead. Just the show itself is dead. But, outside of that, it's still going. And one thing that's driving me nuts, and, of course, I know it's gonna go right there, is everybody blaming Hasbro for this, when it's not Hasbro. Disney is the one that canceled the show, not Hasbro. So if you're looking to point fingers, it's Disney. Stop pointing at Hasbro. Yes, I'll be the first to admit, Hasbro sucks. But they are not responsible for this one. So, point it at who actually is responsible for this. Now, Disney's reasoning for this is that, one, they want to focus on IPs they actually own. For anybody who was kind of confused, Disney does not own Power Rangers. Hasbro still owns it. Disney was just going to distribute it on their streaming service. Now, the second bit news that we got, or reason we got, was that the budget was just getting too expensive for Disney to kind of justify moving forward with this. So, those are the two big reasons. And now we also got another reason that came out after the time of recording this. It is that apparently there was also news regarding Ryan Gosling, I think it was, Matt Damon, who is working on another show for Disney Plus that is being said that is going to be similar to Power Rangers. So a lot of people are now running with that, due to Matt Damon's new show, which we might hear about tonight at D23, that due to it reportedly being similar, Disney passed on PR for that reason as well. Again, we will never know. But as of right now, that's the news. It's dead. We're not getting the reboot series for now. It stinks. I wish we could have gotten this. And if I was someone at Hasbro right now, I'd say to put the show on ice. We got burnt twice now. Don't do it. Don't burn us a third time. Put it on hiatus for a little bit and come back in a few years. And honestly, if you do continue to try to do something, don't make a public announcement. I think that's what really is hurting fans. It's because now you had the Jonathan and Wessel thing that got canceled. Now you got this that got canceled. So, you're burning fans. Fans get frustrated after a while. I'm frustrated. I was hoping for this. And yes, I'm eating crow. I was hoping this would come, and it's not. So, that stinks. And I have heard people saying maybe they'll move it around, try to shop it to other streaming services. They don't got much left because they already tried to do it with Netflix. That deal went past. Disney Plus passed. And there's not much really else out there. You're not going to get it on HBO Max. That's too mature. And God help us if Paramount gets it. I would literally take, endless seasons as bad as Megaforce before they ever hand it over to Paramount and Paramount Plus. God, they suck. They suck worse than Hasbro, in my opinion. I would take the rest of PR to be bad seasons on the level of Megaforce before we ever give it to Paramount. And they're really the only ones who are left who can really kind of do something with it. Again, I was hopeful that we could get this, and at this point, I think it's dead in the water. And which I'm sad to say, and I was really hopeful. There's not much else out there for streaming that they can go to. Like maybe like Peacock. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's nothing. Again, Hulu, but that's kind of also with Disney Plus, so that's not going to really work out. There's not much else out there. I mean, maybe Amazon Prime Video, maybe. I could maybe see Amazon may want to try it out. They're a big company. Maybe they want to take it on. I doubt it. They also have their own competing things with things like The Boys. Even though The Boys is kind of more adult, they might not want to take it on. But also, if they wanted to have a younger kind of audience, maybe they want to pick up PR. Again, at this moment, I highly doubt it's going to be picked up by anybody. I honestly think they should just shelve it for a few years and then quietly maybe try to work on something. Again, when they do start working on something, never announce it to this big of an extent this year or ever again. I think that fans have just been burnt out so much that we don't believe Hasbro anymore. I know everybody says Hasbro should sell. I'm getting to the point where maybe, but at this point, who the hell are they selling it to? I doubt they'll give it back to Toei or anything like that. They probably burned their bridges there. Saban, God help us know, they gave us like a decade of horrible seasons with Neo Saban era. So God, hell no. Netflix passed on it. Disney passed on it. God help us if Paramount Plus gets it. Also, in regards to Paramount Plus, apparently due to the merger, they are not greenlighting anything new. So I doubt even they would kind of pick it up. So at this moment, again, I doubt they're shopping it around. I don't have any idea who the hell would buy it. Maybe if someone bought it who had good connections with Disney, maybe they could work it, or even if Disney decided to buy it back, maybe they could, but I highly doubt it. At this point, I think Hasbro should shelve it and maybe quietly sell it off to someone else. Again, please not Paramount, anybody but Paramount, but we'll just have to wait and see. Again, when looking at it in hindsight, it does make sense. PR without Sentai, which they had said they were moving away from Sentai, was going to be a lot of money because they saved money on Megazord fights and suits and everything like that. So it was going to be more expensive than usual. That might have also been why they said in earlier reports that they were stepping away from Megazord fights to probably cut back on, CGI and VFX, stuff like that. That would have saved them money. I know people were upset about that. I didn't care if we didn't get Megazord fights as often in the reboot. But, that stuff costs money. And I know people will say, but Disney is this big company. They could have shelved out for it. Yes, but they have a lot of their other things that they're working on. And like a lot of people have said, this might not have been a safe bet for them. They might have felt like they were taking a risk here. PR hasn't always is looked upon as a kid's brand. It's really going to be hard for them to dig themselves out of the ground after this, or ever, kind of. So I don't know what they're going to do. I really think that they need to go PG-13 or animated. One of two things. They need to do something because, honestly, they've really shot themselves in the foot on this one. So I really hope they can get something done. One thing I would be interested in to hear is that maybe have an interview with the showrunners who were going to work on this. I would love to hear their idea, what their plans were. So maybe in the future, someone can sit down in an interview with them and kind of get what were their ideas? What were they pitching? What did they have in mind for this reboot? I would love to hear what their thoughts were. Because I always feel someone new and someone who is bringing a new and fresh idea always is something interesting to hear. So I would have loved to hear them and get their perspective. But overall, this stinks. I was hoping for big news announcement tonight at D23. I was thinking that, and then this came out. And another part of me wonders if this was on purpose, because D23 is where Disney makes all their announcements for their shows. And I find it weird that they announce it the day before D23, because I imagine right now they're probably going over, or within the past 48 hours, they're going over, okay, what are we announcing? What's going to be announced? What's big? What's coming out soon? And I feel maybe Power Rangers was one of those things, and in the midst of it all, it got cut. I think it might not have made the cut. I think that's something that's possible. Maybe I'm just reading too far into it, but it just seems too coincidence that they were gonna have D23, and make big announcements for new shows and movies, and this drops 48 hours like before it happens. So, it's definitely like kind of like I don't get, it's a little suspicious there. But these are just my thoughts, pains. I don't know yours. Are you sad about this news? Are you like expecting this news? I kind of was expecting it as well. We've been burned so many times. But I know your thoughts, pains. Are you sad that this is gone? What are your hopes for the future PR? Like, do you think that like they should just cancel PR for a couple years and then come back? Do you think they should just put it on hiatus indefinitely? I don't know, all that good stuff in the comment section down below. So yeah, guys, those are my thoughts, opinions regarding the Power Rangers Reboot series being canceled. As always, if you guys feel, don't give a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit subscribe button down below. Hit that bell icon. This is more Power Rangers content from me moving forward. And go for me on Twitter, linked by section on my YouTube channel. As always, Envision here, Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.